tough matchup tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point, so I better man up.
K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Los Angeles, the home of the Clippers, the Staples Center. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Wizards. And what a fight they put up. Great resilience to storm back down the stretch.
And boy, how they were able to come back in the fourth quarter of that game. Being down as much as they were made it a really special win.
Well, I'm sure they enjoyed it because you're not going to get too many wins where you have to come from that far behind.
And now the Lakers starting group. We've got Russell. Roy Hibbert is out there with Brandon Bass. And there's Bryant, and it's Young in at the 3 spot. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism.
And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. And the Lakers also making a switch. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Bryant. And Bass kicks to Freak, unloads. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target. And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen 0 drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ.
Check across the NBA, the best shooters from the stripe. 5th on the list, Chris Paul.
You know what? They say that you want to make your free throws when they count, but heck, they all count. This guy's been one of the best all season at knocking down free throws.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Boston Celtics.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
There's the dish to Jordan. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The feed to Redick. Jordan the screen. Jumper off the screen. The shot by Redick, no good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Freak kicks to Bass. Baseline jumper, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Here's Redick. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Gonzalez into the lane, and Jordan sends it back. Young against Paul. In the corner, Smith with it. Fires from the wing. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Gonzalez with it. In the game against Boston, very impressive. Tries it from 9. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Gonzalez has got his 3rd basket of the night. The Clippers trail. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Doc Rivers. They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert. And he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year. And now is one of the guys you have to account for, really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint. And then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
And thank you for that, Doris. Smith kicks to Paul. Sinks the triple.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. And Stevenson's checked in for Blake Griffin. The Lakers also making some changes. Tarek Black, he's checked in for Hibbert. Julius Randle comes in for Brandon Bass. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Russell. Redick inside the line. Jordan kicks to Redick. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And there's Randle on the assist by Young. Randle's got his first points of the night.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
Smith dishes to Redick. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Good on the triple. And it's a tie ball game.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
Redick, good, and Paul gets the assist. Redick's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this, for his career, 15,806 career assists, a record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor, controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
And he makes the first. Los Angeles making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Meta World Peace, he's checked in for the Lakers. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP CD. Not the start he wanted with the new team.
The Lakers trail. Outside, Gonzalez. And Lance Stevenson pulls it down.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Rebound the Lakers.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Gonzalez passes to Randall. Fires from 14. Gonzalez's shot is off. And Los Angeles guys shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one. 57% from the field. It's stolen by Gonzalez. By himself, flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Here's Rivers. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here are the Lakers. They trail by 1. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Really such a security blanket, Greg, when you can count on that second unit to step in and provide key minutes, especially when the game is in doubt.
Screen by Smith. Redick for 3, and the shot is good. Redick's got 11 points. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And that concludes a back and forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Clippers ahead, up by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing. It's so exciting because when our bench comes in, more often than not, if we're losing, they're going to get us the lead. And if we have the lead, they're going to increase the lead. And it's fun to watch because everybody cheers for each other, too.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of an asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Pierce. Smith comes in for Lance Stevenson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Paul in for Austin Rivers. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Tariq Black, he's checked in for World Peace. Young comes in for Bryant. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Russell in for Jordan Clarkson. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. And it's Smith in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Russell kicks to Freak. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early. Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Gonzalez, that's good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
There's the pick. That's a 2 from Smith. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Lakers in the lead. Freak kicks to Young. Back to Gonzalez. The Lakers working the ball around now. Russell dishes to Freak. Up top, Randall. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Black. Outside, Russell. From deep. And there's the foul. It's going to go on Tariq Black. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
The Clippers have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Paul outside. Dishes it to Smith. Picked by Griffin. And the wide open shot from Redick. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Redick's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers. And Los Angeles guys shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics put on a show. He had 40 points and the basket seemed pretty big to him. He didn't miss a whole lot all night. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
And Young kicks to Freak. Great D that time from Jordan. The Clippers in the lead and stolen by Russell. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Ball against Russell. Smith sets the pick for Paul. Shot off the pick. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Paul. Smith's got his second basket.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
The Clippers shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Feeds to Redick. From downtown, Randall grabs the board. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night, first game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
And he was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Here's Gonzalez. Here's Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Russell's got 7 points in the game.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And, you know, going back to Randall's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense. That was a beautiful fadeaway. Knocked it down with the defender right in his grill.
And talking about Randall's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
The Clippers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Redick.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line, and that's a must-do when you're down.
And both free throws good for Redick.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Los Angeles. Hibbert, the pass to Gonzalez. And that one's good. Gonzalez has got 12 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Lakers lead by 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Paul, how would you assess the team's performance on both sides of the ball thus far tonight?
Well, I thought we turned the ball a little bit. We didn't get back on defense. We just got to settle in defensively, rebound the ball, and get to a rhythm offense. I think we've been doing a well job offense, moving the ball, but we got to settle in defensively.
Paul, thank you for the time. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
All right, listen closely, man. I've got a few things to touch on. We're going to turn this from a close game into our game. Everybody was really mentally prepared tonight. That shows in the scoring we got off the bench. We didn't miss a beat no matter what lineup we had in there. We're going to keep a deep rotation in the second half, so everybody stay ready. I do like that we limited our turnovers. We weren't careless with the ball or making unforced errors, so kudos for that. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. We know we can take their best punches and hang with them. Now it's time to hit them with everything we got and see how they handle it.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Some fantastic numbers here for Freak. 22 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
Here's Young. Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Griffin. Lance Stevenson comes in for Paul Pierce. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. And the Clippers have possession. 17-point game. Taking a look at the Lakers. Gonzalez, he's in at small forward. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's World Peace at the four-man position.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Freak kicks to Clarkson. To the paint. And stolen by Jordan. It's Redick on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Rivers. Screen by Smith. Rivers kicks to Smith. 5 to shoot. The pass to Redick. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Now here's Rivers. He's covered by Clarkson. Rivers dishes to Smith. And that one's good. Smith's got 6 points.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Fades away. And good. The three-point shot good from Gonzalez. And the Lakers lead by 16. And here's Stevenson. 10 points for him. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Free throw good. Freak. And it's the Clippers with the ball, trailing by 17. Rivers kicks to Redick. Here's Smith. Can't hit. Great D that time from World Peace.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Clarkson passes to Gonzalez. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Jordan sets the pick for Rivers. Kicks to Redick. Lets it go from deep. And yes, sir, that one drops. Redick's got 21 in the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face. And Redick is just an unbelievable three-point shooter. It's not just his volume, it's his pinpoint accuracy. By the end of last season, Redick was 40% from behind the arc for his career.
Here's Gonzalez. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Lakers leading by 18. Inside, World Peace. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. World Peace has got 4 points this quarter. The Clippers shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Screen by Smith. It's Redick on the wing. The three ball. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got his third rebound on the night.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Stevenson kicks to Rivers. Jordan the screen for three. Rivers can't get it to go.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
The Clippers really having a tough go here. Stevenson dishes to Rivers. Jordan with a screen on Randall. Rivers passes to Jordan, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Williams kicks to Freak, lets the three fly, can't hit, and the Clippers will come the other way. 44 seconds left to play in the third. Redick for three. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Redick's got 8 points in the quarter.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Gonzalez into the lane, and the shot is good. And the Lakers lead by 19.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
The shot's good from Smith.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
And stolen by Redick. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. That's tipped.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
The Lakers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good from Freak. Paul. No luck. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers ahead. They lead by 18. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Gonzalez, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Lakers in the lead. Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. Pierce is out there with Griffin. And it's Paul in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Young dishes to Freak. From 11 feet away, takes a big height bounce and goes in. Gonzalez has got 40 points.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Griffin against Hibbert. Griffin passes to Paul. He dishes it to Redick. They get a hand on it. Clock at 6. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Russell's running, good. Gonzalez has got 42 in the game.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Clippers trail by 5. Redick is in the corner. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Gonzalez. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Gonzalez has got 44.
Locked and loaded tonight. Whenever he's got any kind of a decent look, he's knocked it down.
Well, sans his lights-out shooting, they'd be staring at a huge deficit.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Yep, and they've needed every one of those boards. This game's still close.
It's Young on the wing, just 5 to shoot. The drive by Russell. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Hibbert has been all kinds of trouble for him. He has 9 rebounds and also 3 steals. He's been an intimidator down low. Even if a shot gets over him, he's pulling down the board.
And Clark, he's just in a total zone right now. We talk about zones for shooting. This guy is in a zone in terms of controlling the paint.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Jordan, he's checked in for Los Angeles. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Ball outside. He feeds it to Griffin. That's good. Griffin's got 9 points here in the second half.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Russell kicks to Freak. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
.112 left to play here in the fourth.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Here's Griffin. It's rebounded by Bass.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Inside. Here's Gonzalez. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Gonzalez has got 48.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Griffin no good on that one. So it's the Lakers now. 22 is their biggest lead. Stolen by Rivers.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you've got to take it and make it.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Freak, you're the guy. So good screens, tight passes now. We need to get Freak a clean look. Execute, and let's put him away.
– 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pierce inside the three-point line. Los Angeles with another miss. Now, here's Clarkson. Here's Gonzalez. Knocks down the three ball.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
Yeah, send him in. Cece.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed. Have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice.
You're welcome.
So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it, your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in place that's going to address all your concerns and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
If this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
But like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization. And I called you in here to figure out how we all together can fix this problem. And right now, I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. But this almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnotti doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know that Vic is a problem. The only person who doesn't seem to realize that is my brother. I'm sorry, bro, but enough is enough.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with how you're saying it. Now, I know we can come to some understanding without all the ultimatums or threats.
Can we all come to a understanding, a compromise?
No, no more compromises. I already warned Freak. I told you. Don't be a hero. Cut that zero. It's cut Vic loose, or we trade Freak. It's that simple.
Fine, we'll go sign with another team.
Good luck with that, Pagnotti. Because of Vic, Freak's reputation precedes him.
No, because of Freak's God-given talent, his reputation precedes him.
Everybody's been talking. Dom, you know how this works. This is not about you and me and our history. This is about your client. Help him.
You talking as if I'm invisible. You talking around me, about me, but not to me. Vic has always had my back. And I've given this team everything I got. I practice hard. I play hard. Yeah, some nights I got it, some nights I don't. Some days I might even show up a little late to shoot arounds. But every time I'm on that court, I've always given my best. And I see how it is, though. I mean, us players got to be loyal to you, but you don't have to be loyal to us players. Try to give me some father and son talk, talking about how you love your players and how you look up for them. Come on, man. You trying to cut me off like you cut off Izzy. Don't you have people loyal to you no matter what? People you can't cut off? Well, that's me and Vic. Vic and me. Y'all insist, really. They could tell me stop hanging with Vic. What makes you think they won't tell me stop talking to you? You remember in 7th grade, some guys were trying to jump me over some girl. Vic was the one to get some friends just to walk me home. And when they came, we went at it, but I wasn't alone. When I got my scholarship, it was Vic who put the word on the streets that nobody should mess with me because I had a future. Vic was protecting me. And sir, I know Vic is crazy. But before all the hype and the lights, media, fans, it was just me and Vic. He's always been there. I mean, if y'all don't like that, I don't know what to say.
It hurts me to say this, but I see his point. What you don't understand is that the league doesn't have your back anymore. Not like they used to. They try, but it's too much. Social media has changed everything. And this last incident with Vic, that was the final straw.
It was a joke.
That wasn't funny. You know it wasn't a joke. Vic was defending you, stepping in to protect your honor by attacking another teammate like that? Talking about his manhood, his wife, his kids, his family, so you can be the big dog on the court? That's uncalled for.
And they all know your relationship with Vic, so they think it's coming from you.
But that's the media blowing everything out of proportion as usual.
It's not just the media. He's attacking other players, other teams. He's out of control. Vic just doesn't know how to behave.
We got guys on our squad who don't want to be here because of that beef. There is no place for that kind of inappropriate behavior in this league. If you can't trust your teammates, who can you trust?
What Vic is doing isn't right. He's bringing you down, and people can see it. I see how all the other players are looking at you. Oh, it's not cool. It's not cool at all.
What, don't talk to him? Don't hang with him?
You do what you got to do. That's your call. But let me tell you this. You asked me if I had friends that I couldn't cut off? Yeah, I did for a while. Friends, business partners, girlfriends, wives, family that I thought I couldn't cut off. But I learned that sometimes you got to make the hard decisions. I mean, some of these people, they were just bad for me. They were bringing me down. They weren't making me better. They were good for the time that they were there, but I grew up. Not in age and maturity, but in mind and spirit. I was ready for the next level in my life. And I'll be honest with you, I've been on the receiving end of that. I've been cut off before myself, and yeah, it hurt at the time. But looking back, they were doing the right thing for me. Just don't tell my ex-wife that, Pagnotti.
So what's the next move?
The next move is Freak's. It always has been. The question is he ready and willing to do what needs to be done?
This is messed up.
You take a moment to think about it, but think long, think wrong. The snafu should have been cleaned up a long time ago. With or without you, we got games to win.
Freak, you gotta handle your business.
Okay, we've all said our piece. You might cut me off as your manager, but I will always be your sister. Twin, this is on you. I might not like it, but I will respect any decision you make. Yvette, please.
Cece.
Yvette.
Where's Dom?
I had him call you.
Why?
I'm gonna cut right to the chase. My brother is deeply in love with you. And I'm ready to put our differences aside if you are.
Really?
On a string.
I'm with it.
Team Freak.
Team Freak.
All right, so if you're gonna be down with the team, I gotta show you the dap.
The dap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, look at this.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, shoot, swish.
Swish.
Yeah. Again.
Like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, swish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like that.
Cool, right?
Yeah.